100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Mexico City Diablos. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready? Blue lady. No game on this defense. No game. Switch. Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Jameis now on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Winston. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check. Fresno. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Check three, check three.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run forward to Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Diablos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hey,
Third and long for Winston. And he's got his target. That's more. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
check 26, check 26. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. Follow. Showing it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, a run with Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
15. 53, check 55. Big series right here.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down. Winston flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
45.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
We got this. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 47 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Green, triple thing.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And that coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike. 80. Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball.
Derrick Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Hey, Sunday.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check 13. Hatchet. 15.
This is Henry.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Delta. Check 49. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This is Johnson. He's got it. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Attack.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
53.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Winston now from the 50. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Winston now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Wait. That's it.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Easy. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. It's
On second down now, it's Vaughn. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Winston. Flushed out right. Got his man, it's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 yards there and a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Check hot route. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Yellow. Easy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To try again after the sack. Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Kirk, complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 4 yards out, and his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mike, 53. Exit. 3. Mike. Here we go. Back and go full strip. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. As his guys are in for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Winston on the keeper.
Ready.
A loss of the yard. It's now third.
Season, can't you?
In the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.